If you're over 60, 70, or even 80, and still enjoying an active sex life, there's something you must hear. Did you know that a few common habits could be quietly harming your health and intimacy? In the next few minutes, we'll uncover 8 hidden dangers older adults often overlook. Some may surprise you. If you care about your well-being or the health of someone you love, don't forget to like and share this video. Your support helps spread awareness and protect others. Now, let's dive into what you need to stop doing immediately to keep your body and intimacy thriving. Number 1. Ignoring regular health checkups. If you're over 60, 70, or 80 and still enjoying a vibrant sex life, that's something to be celebrated. But here's a question you may not have asked yourself lately: when was the last time you had a full health checkup? For many older adults, this simple habit is overlooked. Life gets busy, or maybe you feel fine, so why bother? But ignoring regular health checkups can be a silent mistake, one that may be slowly chipping away at your sexual health and overall well-being without warning signs. Sexual activity, no matter your age, is not just about physical connection, it's deeply tied to your body's internal systems. Your heart, hormones, and circulation all play a crucial role. And the older you get, the more important it becomes to monitor how these systems are functioning. Take, for example, cardiovascular health. Many people don't realize that the heart's ability to pump blood efficiently has a direct impact on sexual function, especially for men. A clogged artery doesn't just increase your risk of a heart attack. It can also reduce blood flow where it's needed most during intimacy. For women, changes in hormone levels after menopause can influence comfort and desire. These are natural shifts, but they require support and often, early detection through regular exams. A routine checkup can uncover early signs of diabetes, high blood pressure, or low testosterone, conditions that can reduce libido, cause fatigue, or even lead to more serious complications during sex. Yet, many older adults skip these visits, thinking, if I don't feel sick, I must be fine. But is feeling okay today enough to risk tomorrow? Regular doctor visits also open the door to important conversations. Are you taking a medication that might be interfering with your sex life? Is your sleep quality affecting your energy levels and mood? A simple discussion could lead to lifestyle changes or treatment options that enhance your intimacy, not hinder it. This habit of avoiding health checkups isn't just harmful, it's disempowering. By staying in the dark about your body, you may be missing the chance to live a fuller, more connected, more joyful life. A quick appointment every 6 to 12 months could be the key to protecting everything you love: your health, your relationships, and your confidence. So let's pause for a moment and reflect. When was your last complete health checkup? Have you had a conversation with your doctor about how aging might be affecting your intimacy? And maybe the most important question of all, what's stopping you from booking one today? Number 2. Overusing medications without guidance. As we grow older, it's common to find ourselves juggling a handful of medications each day. Blood pressure pills, diabetes medication, cholesterol control, pain relief, the list can grow fast. But here's something most people never consider: could these medications be affecting your sexual health? If you're over 60, 70, or 80 and still enjoying an intimate relationship, that's wonderful, but it's essential to understand that what you take for your heart, your joints, or your sleep may be silently interfering with your passion. Overusing medications, or using them without proper medical guidance, is a harmful habit that too many seniors fall into, often without realizing the hidden side effects. Certain medications, especially those for high blood pressure, depression, or anxiety, can have a direct impact on sexual desire and function. For example, beta blockers and some antidepressants are well known for causing reduced libido, erectile dysfunction, or even delays in arousal. For women, antihistamines and hormone-altering drugs can lead to dryness, discomfort, or a lack of interest. Now, this doesn't mean you should stop taking your prescriptions. Absolutely not. But what it does mean is this: if you're experiencing changes in your sexual health, lower desire, physical difficulty, or fatigue, it may not be just age. It could be your medication. And the only way to know for sure is to talk to your doctor or pharmacist. Over-the-counter medications can also play a role. Sleeping aids, allergy pills, and even pain relievers may cause drowsiness, mood changes, or hormonal imbalances. And taking more than the recommended dose, even occasionally, can lead to unexpected consequences. Another concern is polypharmacy, which means taking multiple medications that may interact in complex ways. The more prescriptions you take, the higher the chance that one could be canceling out the benefits of another, or worse, creating side effects that harm your vitality. The solution? Awareness, honesty, and communication. Make it a habit to review your medication list with your doctor at least once a year. Be open about any changes you've noticed in your body, your mood, or your desire. Your healthcare provider may be able to adjust the dose, suggest alternatives, or offer supportive treatments to restore balance. Remember, taking control of your health means understanding the full picture, not just the symptoms, but the root causes behind them. Let's ask some powerful questions to reflect on. Have you ever asked your doctor how your medications might be affecting your sex life? Are there pills you take regularly without fully knowing what they do? And most importantly, could a simple conversation with your doctor change the way you feel, physically, emotionally, and intimately? Number 3. Neglecting emotional intimacy. In our later years, it's easy to believe that intimacy is only about physical closeness. But the truth is, emotional intimacy plays an even bigger role in maintaining a satisfying, meaningful sex life, especially for those over 60, 70, or 80. If you've been focusing solely on the physical side of intimacy and ignoring the emotional connection, you may be holding back something truly powerful. Emotional intimacy is the closeness that builds through trust, understanding, and mutual respect. It's the warm feeling of being safe in someone's arms, the comfort of honest conversation, and the silent support you feel even without words. This bond doesn't just strengthen your relationship, it deepens your connection in the bedroom too. Many older adults find that their physical bodies respond differently with age. Things may take longer, energy may not be what it once was, but emotional intimacy can bridge those gaps in ways that physical fixes alone can't. When two people feel emotionally safe and connected, desire often flows more freely, and the pressure to perform melts away. Neglecting emotional closeness can lead to misunderstandings, frustration, and even withdrawal from intimacy altogether. One partner may feel unwanted. The other may feel embarrassed or discouraged. Over time, that silence becomes a wall. But here's the good news, it's never too late to rebuild that bridge. Start with small things, eye contact, hand-holding, shared laughter, or a daily check-in about how each of you feels. These moments are the building blocks of emotional safety. They say, I see you. I care about you. You matter to me. And when that foundation is strong, the physical part of intimacy feels less like a task and more like a celebration of connection. Even simple compliments or acts of kindness can spark new life in a relationship. Say something kind, share a memory, listen, really listen, to your partner's thoughts and feelings. These emotional gestures can have a surprisingly powerful effect on your intimacy. It's also important to talk openly about your sexual relationship. What's changed? What feels good now? What might need adjusting? These conversations can be uncomfortable at first, but they create space for honesty, laughter, and even renewed excitement. So many couples in their 60s, 70s, and 80s rediscover intimacy by learning to fall in love again, not just with their partner, but with the person they've both become over time. Let's take a moment to reflect with some honest questions. When was the last time you truly connected emotionally with your partner, beyond daily routines? Do you feel seen, heard, and appreciated? And here's one that might open the door to something beautiful. What simple act could you do today to strengthen your emotional bond and reignite your intimacy? Number 4. Avoiding conversations about safe sex. When we think about safe sex, many of us associate it with younger people. After all, they're the ones getting the lectures in school, right? But here's something surprising. Rates of sexually transmitted infections, STIs, have been rising rapidly among older adults. If you're over 60, 70, or even 80, and still enjoying a healthy sex life, that's something to be proud of. But avoiding conversations about safe sex can be a silent danger. One of the biggest myths is that safe sex is only important for those trying to avoid pregnancy. But once that concern is off the table, many older adults stop thinking about protection altogether. Unfortunately, STIs like chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, and even HIV don't care how old you are, and your immune system becomes less efficient with age. So why aren't older people talking about this? In many cases, it's embarrassment, outdated beliefs, or the assumption that their partner must be clean because they're older. Some may have lost a longtime spouse and are re-entering the dating scene after decades, without any experience with modern sexual health. Others assume that monogamy equals safety, but don't realize their partner may have had past partners they never discussed. The truth is, talking about safe sex isn't just a young person's responsibility, it's everyone's responsibility. And far from being awkward, these conversations can actually strengthen trust and deepen the emotional connection between partners. When someone takes the time to say, "I care about your health," it shows real respect and love. Safe sex doesn't mean the end of pleasure, it means freedom from worry. Using protection, getting regular STI screenings, and having open, honest communication gives you peace of mind. It keeps both partners feeling respected, cared for, and protected. If you're in a new relationship, consider getting tested together. It doesn't have to be a difficult or accusatory conversation. You could say, "I really value what we're building, and I want to make sure we're both safe and healthy." That simple sentence could open the door to greater understanding and trust. Even in long-term relationships, it's worth talking about. Has either partner had past experiences that were never discussed? Are both of you confident in your current health status? Have you had screenings recently? It's time to break the silence, not with fear, but with love. Because your health matters, your partner's health matters, and nothing is more attractive than someone who values both. Now, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever had a conversation about safe sex with your current or recent partner? Do you know your STI status and theirs? And perhaps most importantly, what's one loving way you could start this conversation today, not out of fear, but out of care? Number 5. Consuming too much alcohol or smoking. At first glance, a glass of wine or a cigarette might feel like part of a relaxing routine, something that helps you unwind, socialize, or even get in the mood. But for older adults over 60, 70, or 80, too much alcohol or smoking can quietly damage the very things that make intimacy enjoyable: energy, stamina, and sexual function. Let's start with alcohol. In small amounts, it may help reduce inhibitions and create a feeling of ease. But as we age, our bodies process alcohol differently. The liver becomes slower, medications interact more easily, and even 1 or 2 drinks can hit harder than they did in your 40s. What once relaxed you may now lead to dizziness, fatigue, or even emotional withdrawal. Too much alcohol can lower testosterone levels, interfere with arousal, and even cause erectile dysfunction in men. For women, alcohol may cause vaginal dryness or reduced sensitivity, making intimacy less comfortable and more emotionally distant. What's more, regular drinking can disturb sleep and increase mood swings, both of which are directly tied to desire and satisfaction. Now let's talk about smoking. Whether it's cigarettes, cigars, or even vaping, the truth is simple: smoking restricts blood flow. And good circulation is essential for arousal, sensation, and performance. When blood can't flow freely to key areas, both men and women can experience reduced pleasure, stamina, and responsiveness. But it doesn't stop at the physical. Smoking can also affect how you smell, taste, and breathe, all of which are part of the sensory experience of intimacy. For many partners, secondhand smoke and the lingering scent can create distance, even if it's never mentioned aloud. The real danger of these habits is that their effects are gradual. 1 drink leads to 2. A few cigarettes a week turn into a daily ritual. You might not even notice the changes: less energy, less interest, a subtle disconnect, until one day you wonder, what happened to us? The good news? It's never too late to shift direction. Many older adults who cut back on alcohol and quit smoking report a renewed sense of vitality, both emotionally and sexually. They sleep better, feel more alert, and regain sensitivity they thought was lost forever. You don't have to give up everything. This isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. Could reducing your intake by even half improve your connection and your health? Could replacing these habits with a walk, a shared hobby, or a new evening ritual bring you and your partner closer? Let's ask a few honest questions together. Have your habits changed your energy, desire, or mood in subtle ways? Are you using alcohol or smoking as a shortcut for connection, when something deeper might bring more joy? And finally, what's one small change you could make today to feel more alive, more connected, and more in tune with your body and your partner? Number 6. Leading a sedentary lifestyle. We often think of exercise as something we do for our heart, muscles, or weight, but few people realize just how deeply it's connected to sexual health and intimacy, especially after 60. If you spend most of your day sitting or avoiding physical activity, you may be unknowingly weakening not just your body, but also your desire, confidence, and connection. Leading a sedentary lifestyle is one of the most common, and most underestimated, harmful habits among older adults. It often begins subtly. Maybe you stop walking as much, skip the stairs, or sit for hours watching TV. It feels comfortable, even deserved. But over time, this lack of movement starts to chip away at your physical strength, your circulation, and your energy, all of which are essential for intimacy. Let's start with blood flow. Regular movement keeps your blood circulating, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every part of your body, including the areas that respond during intimacy. Without it, you may experience reduced arousal, delayed response, or physical discomfort. Poor circulation can even contribute to erectile dysfunction or vaginal dryness. Muscle tone and flexibility also play a key role. Sex may not be as athletic as it once was, but it still requires movement, coordination, and endurance. A stiff back, aching knees, or tight hips can quickly turn a moment of closeness into discomfort. Gentle stretching, walking, and strength exercises can improve flexibility and confidence in the bedroom. And let's not forget the brain. Physical activity boosts your mood, reduces stress, and releases feel-good hormones like endorphins and dopamine. These same chemicals are involved in sexual desire and satisfaction. If you're feeling down or anxious, it can be hard to feel connected to yourself or your partner. Movement is a natural, safe, and powerful mood booster. No side effects, no prescription needed. Exercise doesn't have to be intense. Even 20 to 30 minutes of walking each day can make a difference. Gardening, dancing, swimming, yoga, these are gentle but effective ways to stay active. And when you exercise with a partner, it can strengthen your emotional bond too. A walk after dinner or a simple stretch session together can become part of your intimacy, not just your health routine. Remember, movement is life. When your body moves, your heart beats stronger, your lungs breathe deeper. And your spirit wakes up. That energy carries into every part of your life, including your moments of closeness. Now ask yourself, how much of your day is spent sitting, and how is that affecting your energy, mood, and desire? Could your body, and your relationship, benefit from a little more motion and a little less stillness? And most importantly, what's one simple, enjoyable way you could move your body today, not just for health, but for joy, connection, and love? Number 7. Ignoring signs of discomfort or pain. For many people over 60, 70, or 80, a surprising and often overlooked issue affects their intimate lives, ignoring discomfort or pain during sex. It's easy to dismiss these signs as just aging or to avoid talking about them out of embarrassment. But pushing through pain, or worse, staying silent about it, can turn something beautiful into something burdensome. Pain is your body's way of asking for attention, not something to suffer through. Whether it's a dull ache, dryness, stiffness, or sharp discomfort, these signals deserve respect. Ignoring them not only leads to emotional and physical distress, but it can also damage trust and closeness in your relationship. If intimacy becomes associated with discomfort, it can cause anxiety, withdrawal, and a loss of desire for both partners. In women, menopause can lead to thinning of the vaginal walls and a loss of natural lubrication, which can cause pain during intercourse. But there are gentle, effective treatments, from lubricants to estrogen creams, that can restore comfort. Sadly, many women go years without seeking help simply because they believe pain is part of getting older. It's not. It's a sign that your body needs support. For men, pain may come from prostate issues, infections, or circulatory problems. It may also be linked to anxiety or tension. Ignoring these symptoms can not only worsen the problem but may delay diagnosis of conditions that need medical attention. Again, this isn't something to be ashamed of. It's something to bring to your doctor's attention. There's also emotional pain to consider. If one partner feels unheard, pressured, or disconnected, that can manifest physically. Healthy intimacy isn't just about the body, it's about feeling safe, loved, and respected. When those emotional needs aren't met, discomfort can follow. The fear of talking about these issues is understandable. No one wants to feel broken, or like they're letting their partner down. But the truth is, open, loving conversations about what feels good, and what doesn't, can deepen trust and bring couples closer. They show that both of you matter, that both of you are listening, and that your bond is more important than pretending everything is fine. There is strength in vulnerability. The willingness to say, something doesn't feel right, can we talk about it? May be the beginning of healing, growth, and new understanding. And in many cases, solutions are simpler and more accessible than you might think. So take a deep breath and reflect. Have you experienced discomfort during intimacy but kept it to yourself? Have you ever gently asked your partner how they feel, physically and emotionally, during those moments? And most importantly, could facing this discomfort together lead to a deeper, more caring connection than ever before? Number 8. Comparing yourself to younger years or others. One of the most damaging habits when it comes to intimacy after 60, 70, or 80 isn't physical, it's mental. Constantly comparing your current sexual performance, desire, or body to your younger self, or to others, can silently sabotage your confidence, pleasure, and connection. We all have memories of feeling youthful, vibrant, and spontaneous. But the truth is, aging changes our bodies and minds, and that's natural. The problem arises when we use those memories as a standard or feel pressure to perform like we once did. That comparison breeds frustration, anxiety, and self-doubt. It turns what should be a loving, accepting experience into a test we're doomed to fail. Thinking, I'm not as good as I used to be or my partner deserves better creates emotional distance. You may hold back, avoid intimacy, or feel embarrassed. And partners can pick up on that hesitation, leading to misunderstandings or hurt feelings. Instead of sharing connection, you're trapped in a loop of judgment. What if you shifted your perspective? Instead of comparing, what if you celebrated your current strengths, the wisdom, emotional depth, and unique bond you share with your partner? Sexual intimacy at any age is about connection, pleasure, and love, not just physical performance. Focus on what feels good now. What makes you laugh? What sparks your interest? What moments bring warmth to your heart? These are the treasures of mature intimacy, often richer and more fulfilling than youthful passion. Confidence isn't about perfection, it's about self-acceptance and kindness toward yourself. When you embrace your evolving body and desires, you free yourself from unrealistic expectations and open the door to joy and exploration. Try asking yourself, what's one thing I love about my intimate life today, no matter how different it is from the past? How might letting go of comparison help me feel more present and connected? And most importantly, what small step can I take to show myself kindness and appreciation right now? Remember, your value is not tied to how fast you move or how long you last, it's in your heart, your presence, and your willingness to connect deeply. That's what truly makes intimacy beautiful at any age. Conclusion. If you found even one tip in this video helpful, please take a moment to share your thoughts below. Your feedback means the world to me. Which habit surprised you the most? Have you experienced any of these in your own life? Your story could inspire others facing the same challenges. Don't forget to like and share this video with friends or loved ones who might benefit. Together, we can create a supportive community where age is no barrier to a healthy, joyful, intimate life. What's one change you're excited to try? Let me know in the comments.